from CTV News. This is Canada AM with Beverly Thompson and Marcy Ian.
1 in 10 Canadians who have tattoos say they regret their decision to ever get inked. An increasing number of those people are turning to tattoo removal, yet it's an industry with very little regulation. Plastic surgeon Dr. Sean Rice performs tattoo removals at his clinic, and he's here this morning to tell us more. So we're talking a revolution in tattoo removal, correct?
That's right, yeah, the new machine, the PicoSure.
Okay.
So it's completely different than the older technology, a complete breakthrough, revolutionary.
Now, why do you think tattoo removal is gaining in popularity?
Oh, man, there's so many reasons why. You know, we see it all over the board. I think because a lot of celebrities now want to have their tattoos removed. That's become quite popular.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people that have, during university got tattooed, now they got to go find a job. And maybe the tattoo's in a not so great spot on their neck or their hand.
Yeah.
And they want that removed so they can get it employed.
Well, let's say you were a young, foolish 17-year-old freshman in university, and some very attractive senior girl said, "Hey, Ben, let's go get tattoos," and you agreed. I've got it on my ankle. Are there certain parts of the body that are harder to remove from?
All parts of the body are about equal to remove. There are some parts of the body that are uncomfortable to remove. So if you do your flank or your ankle, so over a bony prominence, there's not really a lot of fat under there, that can be a little bit uncomfortable.
Now let's talk about regulation. What's the current situation and what needs to be done?
Right now, there's zero regulations in Canada in regards to lasers. And I think people think that these lasers are kind of an innocuous little thing, and they're not. They're really powerful. You can do some serious damage if you don't know what to do. But right now, there's zero regulations in Canada over them.
So you're a professional in this field, and you're a doctor. You get these lasers in. I'm assuming anybody could then get them and not have to go through any training process. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. You can, some manufacturers in Canada will only sell to physicians, and some will sell to anybody. But really, it's maybe a half an hour, couple hour course, and away you go with the laser.
Wow. And so the fact that these things are becoming easier to use and the process is less invasive and less long, a lot of people at home might be saying, well, the quicker the better and the cheaper the better, but that's not necessarily the case.
Not necessarily the case. Some of these lasers are extremely expensive. The new PicoSure is like $300,000. So if you're a clinic and you buy one, you have to kind of do everybody to recoup your money.
Right.
So you got to kind of watch where you go to have your tattoo removed.
So you're somebody who wants to get their tattoo removed. What would you say to them? What should they be looking for before taking the plunge?
So I would say, one, look at the technology that they have, because there's lots of different lasers to remove tattoos. Try to figure out how much training they've had and how long they've been in the business for doing it as well.
So compare today to, say, 5 years ago, how when we say the business is booming, do you have any idea in terms of the numbers or the percentage of people that are doing it?
Well, if you look at, there was a recent article in Newsweek, I think it was about a 400% increase in the last couple of years of people having their tattoo removed. So the business is booming now, because I think lots of reasons, people kind of know now I can get it removed, and before they didn't realize that.
Well, my last question is about the final result. Sometimes you'll see someone has gotten their tattoo removed, but the ghost of it still remains on their skin. Are we at a point today where you can fully 100% remove a tattoo and make it look like it was never there in the first place?
I would say we're getting close, and it really depends on who did the original tattoo. So there's a big difference between an amateur tattoo and a professional tattoo, and one that's been covered up in the amount of ink. So many variables, but we're getting pretty close to getting rid of all of it now.
Actually, my final question is, do you have a tattoo?
No, I don't, actually. No.
Not just a hat rack.
Not just a good-looking guy,
Not just
right?
good looking. Doctor, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
No problem. Pleasure.